This is Multiplaying, episode 92, recorded on July 20th, 2013.
Everybody online, looking good.
A companion podcast to the collaborative blog and gaming community that's playing as life allows. This is Multiplaying.
Well, let's start the insanity.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger. What's our vector, Victor?
Hello?
Great heavens! What kind of radio show is this?
You guys ready?
Sure.
On this show today we have Jason.
Hey.
And Steve.
That's me.
And I'm Shannon. And let's see, Multiplaying news. We were out last week due to irresponsibleness. But Slurms, you were on Relics of Ore.
I was on another podcast. How did that happen?
Yeah.
Apparently, Hunter from Hunter's Insight, longtime Guild Wars blogger, even back Guild Wars 1. He is in, if I am correct, he is in the same guild as the Relics of Ore people, the people that run that live show / podcast, and mentioned to them, I believe, on their previous show or a couple shows prior, at least in the chat or maybe just in guild chat, I don't know, said that, hey, he does this order thing, you should have him on sometime, that would be cool. Because he also knew that I podcasted on Multiplying previously. I think he has listened to the show before. So that's how that happened. And then they contacted me on Twitter and had me on.
Awesome. How'd that, well, I watched it. It went really well. But did you enjoyed it and all that stuff?
I did. If I felt back as it came out, like the day of the new patch content, and I had not touched it yet, so I had no idea what was going on, and I think me and the host maybe really didn't know what was going on, so I felt like I didn't have as much to contribute as I would have liked, but it was still fun. There was a good group of people, and if you play Guild Wars 2, I do recommend checking out Relics of Ore.
Yeah, it was a good show. I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't listen.
No. I told him about it, but he didn't listen. And our other multiplaying news, our home URL is finally fixed. Our multiplaying.net is actually multiplaying.net now. And it takes you to our proper blog that we're actually using now. Our old one still exists probably somewhere. In
the ether.
Yeah, somewhere. But we kind of all quit using that one, and
it was a beautiful site when everything was formatted correctly. But for most of us anymore, I won't say the main reason, but one of the reasons why I stopped using it is just because it was kind of a pain to post anything on. So it just kind of grew to this point where nobody was going to blog on it because nobody was frequent enough of a blogger from our group that was going to remember how to do all the formatting. So needed to definitely go to something simpler, and Tumblr is pretty simple.
Yeah, our new one's just a Tumblr, and it's kind of nice because I like how we can be a lot more casual with it and just reblog stuff that we see, and it just automatically gives credit because you're just a reblog. And then if we do write stuff, it's cool.
Yep. So we'll have a mix of stuff that we see on there that we find cool, and then original content. I hope to kind of get back into writing, but I barely get enough time to write my stuff on the order, so I don't know how often it'll happen, but every once in a while I will throw something up there.
That's cool. We missed the week before because it was 4th of July and we were out of town.
Yep.
And we missed yesterday because somebody went to the movies and saw Pacific Rim.
Sorry, but it was good.
Did you like it?
The Five Guys was good too.
Yeah.
Just the whole romantic evening.
It was. Me and my buddy Josh, we had quite the date. It was fantastic. Candlelit, Five Guys, and fries. Yeah, movie was awesome though.
Yeah, I took Zelly to that, kind of drug her to it, and I think
You drugged her first?
Pleasantly surprised. Yeah, physically. It was awkward going through the lobby.
Pulling her by her hair.
I had no desire to see the movie because what was the logo the saying, the slogan they had?
Go big or go extinct?
Yeah, I was like...
That's douchey.
Canceling the apocalypse.
I like that line.
That one didn't bother me as much. But
a lot of people online were freaking out, not freaking out, but as people online do. But we're like really saying, "Oh God, that was the worst line of the movie." And I was like, "No, there were some other really, really cheesy parts of that movie, and I don't think that line in particular was the worst thing in the whole flick." But it was not that kind of a
it was
movie.
definitely cheese.
It is.
Well, that was my thing when I saw like the preview for it, doing that slogan for it or whatever. I just thought like, okay, this can only be passable if you just represent it as cheese. And it just, but then there's a bad way to do cheese. And I just didn't know if they could pull it. I mean, that's a lot of cheese. I didn't know if they could pull it off. So I was just like, it's going to go. And it's just be like, oh my God, no, they didn't pull it off. It's just crap. And I was just thinking like, it's a Renner. But I'm really glad because it's giant robots with giant monsters that I saw it on the big screen because it was just way more impactful. And the effects were amazing.
Yeah.
And yeah, I like cheese, so I was fine.
Yeah, and there was just enough of, even though everything had this layer of corn to it, it had this.
Corn
it still
and
had
cheese.
Corn and cheese covered corn. It makes you poop, but makes you stopped up at the same time.
Balances out.
Yeah, it does. There was still like this underlying. There was like a human element story in it that kind of pulled through, and that mixed in with the just amazing, like you said, the amazing CGI and fight sequences were just made it into a movie that will at least stand up to, hey, I can pop this dumb movie in and it's awesome just to look at this stuff for a couple of years. So it is the robot jocks of the new generation.
Yeah, I just hope it isn't a complete bomb, which it looks like it is.
Is it?
Oh, really?
Is it not?
Yeah, it was like
doable?
number 3 last weekend, and it's like down to number 5 or 6 this weekend.
That sucks because it's a fun movie.
Yeah. Charlie Day and Ron Perlman just chewing up scenery. Awesome. Ron Perlman had a great part.
Yeah, he did. Me and Josh were talking about that after the flick, about how like since him and Guillermo del Toro, since he did the Hellboy movies, if he just maybe showed up on set one day, like, hey, you want to be in a part?
Yeah. It'd been good to have Hellboy in that movie. Could just work him in, like cameo.
Yeah, just him on top of one of the monsters,
Yeah, just
beating
riding
shit
it.
up. Yeah, woo! But I liked it. It was a feast for the eyes.
I liked it. If you were ever like an 8-year-old boy, you probably liked it.
Our
You
8-year-old.
liked it, Shannon?
I'm still an 8-year-old boy at heart, I guess.
3 times our 8-year-old turned to me, this is awesome. So it was right up his alley.
All right. Well, let's see. We've been playing quite a bit of Guild Wars 2 this week. Let's see. We were playing a lot with the Bazaar of the Four Winds. That's out right now. Mm-hmm. And I cannot say this. The Labyrinthine Cliffs? Labyrinthine Cliffs?
Canada.
The Canada Cliffs. And Zephyr Sanctum. It's absolutely beautiful. I love the music. And the new account achievement reward system is in. Put your account achievements points to good use from now on. You can unlock rewards like exclusive new armor skins, weapon skins, permanent account bonuses as you earn achievement points on your account. You'll also earn laurels and gems and gold and items and PvP and WW rewards as your achievement score grows. And they are retroactive, so all the ones you got before, if you have taken a break from Guild Wars 2 and you had played before all this went into effect, you still have all of these beautiful rewards waiting for you.
Yeah, it was cool to log in, get some boxes.
Yeah, well, yeah, I got like all these crazy honor badges and stuff now. I'm like,
Yeah, the only thing is you only get one per day.
yeah.
The tier, you get one tier to open per day, and you have to, like, the next day, the next one will pop up until you finally catch up to wherever you're at.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, that's why, like, every day you popped in and got one.
Okay, yeah, because today I didn't get one, and I'm like, where's my box?
Did you finally get up to your level?
Apparently.
Yep. That's what it is.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
That gives you a reason to come
Nice thing. Yeah, the other nice thing that I like what they did is not only do you get the like regular achievement stuff in it, but they also gave you a box for PvP stuff, so that you got some PvP skins to use as well. So that was nice.
That is nice. I put them all in my bank because I don't use stuff like that, but someday I might. You know, I might just...
Your PvP stuff?
Yeah.
Did you
someday.
deposit as a collectible? Or put it in your bank?
I just drug it to my bank.
Oh, no. All the PvP stuff there's a locker for that. You can just deposit that as a collectible.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So you
Using
don't
all
have
the
to
space.
don't have to waste your bank space with it.
I'm wasting so much space.
Yep. You just put it all back on your character and hit deposit all collectibles, and it'll all dump into your PvP locker. And if you go to the Heart of the Mist to participate in PvP, there's 3 little lockers off to the side that you can go over to, and you can pull that stuff out as on whatever character you want to use it on. And then if you don't want to use it on that character anymore, you can just deposit it again for something else. So
I did do some of that. This
PvP?
Yeah.
I like it. I
do too.
keep
It's a
going
lot
back.
of fun.
It is. I started leveling my Guardian again. I want to knock him out to 80 real quick. But yeah, PvP is fun, and the more you know your character and your build, the better. What are you playing your Elementalist there?
No, my engineer. Yeah,
Okay.
I just did 50 with him. So
Oh, cool.
yeah.
So I think I'm like 66 on the Guardian. So yeah, that's tons of fun. I hope that I know they wanted to like said from like pre-launch and still are trying to push it into making it into like an esport thing, and I think to some degree that's worked out to their advantage in making it a very balanced and well presented side of the game. I don't know if they're ever going to get it to be a real esport like they want, but
Didn't they have some championship going on at PAX this weekend that got postponed?
that I don't know. I know that it was going to have like some showing at like an MLG event, but I don't know when that was or is. It might still be upcoming, but yeah, they may have had something at a PAX. Was it like PAX Australia?
I'm trying to
what's
look it
going on?
up. It might be for the PAX coming up.
Oh,
but
okay.
I know they've been talking about it now. They're okay. I just want to tweet yesterday. We're postponing registration for regional qualifying, so it must be going up to PAX Prime.
Oh, okay. I hope it shows well because it is a ton of fun, and for a game that, I mean, you could probably get Guild Wars 2 for $30 anymore if you look around. And
Yeah, I've seen it for like 30 on sale.
Right, and there's no fee with it, and you can jump into that side of the game. You can roll a level 1 character, immediately go to the Heart of the Mists, and just do nothing but PvP with them if you wanted. So it's pretty cool.
I should, but I'm not gonna.
It is. It's fun. You'd like it.
That's what I did with my Mesmer and started playing my Mesmer more.
Do you guys play
it
in
is a good
teams?
way to learn.
Do you guys
It
play in
is.
teams?
Yeah, I mean,
They put
like
you in
just
teams.
they put you in teams. Yeah,
You mean like
No, I mean,
they-
can you pick your team?
yeah. You can create a team and then join as a group.
Okay, yeah, I would do that, but I wouldn't just go in.
I haven't done that yet. I've only just randomly joined, and I have not run into anyone being jerks. If that's what you're worried about,
No,
no one really
absolutely not.
talks.
That's cool.
And if anything, it's actually the opposite. I mean, like you play games like League of Legends and stuff, and it's notoriously bad for having, or notorious for having a bad community. Excuse my miswording there, but I've kind of had the opposite effect in the Guild Wars PvP. Like people will at the front of the match say, "Hey, good luck, have fun," and then the few times that anybody's even talked, it's typically like, "Oh, nice job, good job," like people having a little bit more camaraderie. But I presume that's partly because those people also play the PvE side as well, so their name's kind of tied to a larger thing more so than like League of Legends. So don't know.
That's a good point.
That's why I said it.
Well, look at you making points. Gonna give our show a weird reputation there.
No. Then I'm gonna drag it out behind the baseball diamond and have sex with it.
There's an improved achievement panel UI.
Yes.
I just kind of was lost. I wasn't lost in the old one, so it was just like, oh, this is new. Okay, there, it's new.
But it's pretty.
Was the old one a problem for people?
It was just there wasn't much to it, and it wasn't that it was much of a problem. It's that they wanted to upgrade it as a way to keep pushing the future additions to the achievement system.
Ah,
This was kind of a, hey, we want to do things with this, and then with the current system, it's going to be a mess if we keep it the way it is. So we're going to make it look nicer on like set the foundation for future stuff. Like with the whole Zephyrite weapon skins and like the armor skins that are already opening up for you, that you can just hit, like go into your achievement panel and pull that out whenever you want. Kind of works the same way as like the Hollow Monument stuff did. That's something that they want to continue to utilize in the future.
Gotcha.
So
Makes sense.
and which makes a lot of people want a PvE locker, which there's been some rumor that that's coming, but I don't know if there's any ETA on it. Kind of the same way that the PvP locker is, that you can pull out weapon skins whenever you want. People are, because of bank space reasons, people want to keep like armor skins around, but they don't want to waste the space with them. So people have been pining for a PvE locker, and it may happen someday, but don't know when.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would like a locker. That'd be nice.
That'd be cool.
There's a new WW Build and Repair Mastery. Use Build Mastery to build siege weapons more quickly, or put points into Repair Mastery and use supply more efficiently for repairing walls and gates. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I think. Is it? It sounds like it would be awesome.
I hope it is. I haven't played
theory.
any WVW in a long time because of what they did with WVW. So
What'd they do with WW? I've been gone since January, so I'm like,
they mixed in. I don't know what the purpose of it really was, but in an effort to kind of shake things up, things were kind of getting to a lot of people getting stagnant in WVW. So they kind of said, hey, because we don't know, because of some people leaving, and okay, you have the tiers split up. Like, okay, the top 3 servers are at the top tier, and then tier 2 is the next 3, tier 3 is the next 3 after that, et cetera, et cetera. They said, well, in order to mix things up, because there may be a slightly lower tier that is potentially better but not able to show it because they don't have the motivation to come out and prove themselves, they mixed up the tiers, or they mixed up the servers in between each of the tiers. So you have like, and I don't know the exact numbers off the top of my head, but like you'll have Sanctum of Raw, which is almost always in top tier against these lower tier, typically lower tier servers. So there's just this huge mess of like really some servers outpacing the others, and I don't know. Maeve, for example, a long time multiplaying aficionado, if you will, has kind of swore off Guild Wars 2 until they fix some shit with it. So
yeah, like that seems like it would just be really frustrating. Like, why would you want to take one of the top tiers and just obliterate some server that's, I mean, because not all server communities are invested in WW, and that's why they're lower. They have their community is interested elsewhere, so they're not. That just seems ridiculous. That was the whole point of the ranking system. I thought was to make sure that
the people that wanted to be in WVW were matched up with each other.
Yeah.
I wasn't really aware of any of that, but I've done WW a couple of days this week, and looking at the scoreboard just for our matchup, it looked pretty even.
Was it?
But, yeah.
Well, that's
and
good.
I don't. This was about a month or so ago that they made that change. I don't know if things have kind of shaken back out now or what. I really don't know. So I know that's what's been miffing some people. Who knows?
I'm going to pay attention now.
Sorry, I was.
I will. I usually don't pay attention to anything.
No, you don't.
Start playing. Hitting keys.
Getting keys.
Just hitting keys.
He's just like, la 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 la.
I'm a good player now.
I was just chatting with our chat room about baby slurms.
Huh?
They didn't know where Sir not appearing in this podcast came from, and I was explaining that it's from Monty Python and the Quest for the Holy Grail.
Yeah.
Sir
not appearing in this film.
Yeah, but they said it looked like baby slurms, and I said that's just because it's bald.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Fuck you.
I love you.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Your words are hollow.
It's true. Kites. Kites are awesome.
Kites.
Oh, explain to me. Like, I didn't know this. I went and bought a kite like a moron. And apparently, if you had bought gems in the past, you just get a free kite. Where's my free kite?
I think you had to purchase them after a certain date and up to a certain date, because I have purchased gems in the past and I didn't get any.
Yeah, I got a whole bunch just sitting there because I've never even used all the ones I had. Because I got like a big old gift card of gems from Jason for Christmas. Yeah.
But I kind of, I can't complain, because during the last event I got like the pack of minis for free because I had purchased gems in the past.
I didn't get that either.
It almost seems like they're doing that like every time now, or maybe at least every other time, as a motivator for you to purchase gems, because hey, you purchase them and you get what stuff that you want, and then the next time that we do stuff, we're going to throw you some free stuff because you purchased gems. So I think I had to have purchased them between the last event and this event in order to get
I
them.
got a whole bunch just sitting there. I'm not going to buy more.
Yeah, I don't have any kites.
Well, I bought a kite because I didn't care about the kites, and then I saw the cute little video of "Let's Go Fly a Kite," and I was like, "Oh!" And I will link that in our show notes for those who haven't seen it. Or actually, it's been multiplaying.net. Scroll down; it's right there on the site. But if you bring your kite to the kite maker in Lion's Arch, you just go to the bank, and in the back of the bank, there's this little dude called Kite Maker. He can convert your kite to one that displays your guild emblem for 15 gold.
That's pretty dope.
So, I thought that was pretty good. I thought it was, 15 gold's a lot, but like, I was making tons of money, not tons, I was making quite a bit of gold on my level 1 engineer that I just rolled up, running the races. Like,
Yep.
you know,
You get a bunch
I got
of
a couple
items
of, I got a couple of rares out of there and, sold them, didn't do too bad. But yeah, did I say the kite maker's by the guild vault person? Yeah, I did. They do not function as parachutes. Just FYI, I saw that on Reddit, so.
They do not?
Yeah, someone tried to jump off it and it's like, this did not slow me down at all.
Which would have been really cool.
Yeah. The flute is a permanent flute you can buy right now, and there's tons of songs hitting like YouTube and Reddit, and apparently it's awesome if you own a flute. If you don't own a flute, you're annoying everybody. Like, everybody everywhere.
I want to get that done.
You can hit some keys. Hit them flute keys.
Have you guys done the Sanctum Sprint?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not as much as you.
Did you get all of your achievements from the Sanctum Sprint?
Oh, yeah.
Sanctum Sprint, for those who don't know, is Mario Kart for Guild Wars 2, basically. But it's on foot. You don't have carts. But it's the same deal. Like,
Which
you
is
run...
bullshit.
Huh?
Which is bullshit, because, man, it's good, but it's still not as good as roller beetle racing.
I didn't play roller beetle racing.
God damn. Guild Wars 1 event that would go on in Cantha. I think it was Cantha. Yeah, Cantha. They would have those Dragon Festival stuff. They would have roller beetle racing, which there was these NPC mobs in the game that were these big, like perfectly spherical beetles that were referred to as roller beetles that would attack you. Or maybe it was a Lona. God, I can't remember now. Anywho, they would have roller beetle racing, and it was essentially like the Sanctum Sprint, but the courses were, excuse me, most of the courses were typically wider. They looked more like racetracky, but you would roll around. You would be a beetle, and you could actually change the paint job on the beetle. I think after you won so many, you would get different skins for your beetle, and that you could change the skin, and you would roll around, and it felt a lot more like Mario Kart than the Sanctum Sprint does.
Sounds awesome.
So it felt more like a different game within the game rather than just running around collecting stuff and jumping. So
I like that.
Go play that.
I hope. Yeah, I know. Played some Guild Wars 1. I've been thinking about playing Guild Wars 1.
You were such a hopper.
No, because I want to totally finish all the stories, because I never finished them all. I only finished 2 of them. So.
Well, speaking of Guild Wars Original, they're saying that they could run that forever. Did you see that on Polygon.com?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh, well, it's in our show notes.
Well, goddamn.
It's been there for like 2 weeks, but
could run forever.
Yeah, let me pull it up.
Forever.
Polygon.com And let's see, ArenaNet says they have no plans to abandon its 8-year-old multiplayer title, Guild Wars, despite the fact that a sequel for the game launched this year. Basically, it's just basically an autopilot, and they don't have to worry about it that much. And
No new content then?
Well, it says on here that they're not necessarily making new content right now, but there is a team that is monitoring if there are massive issues they're taking care of, and they're supporting them.
yeah, and I think that's really great. I mean, that's not something that's subscription based, and so they're not making any more money on that game. But do they have mini transactions in that game?
Yes.
Microtransactions?
Yes.
Okay, so they're probably making enough.
Not to the
community
level,
there.
not to the level of Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, but I think it's really. I wish more developers took that stance and supported because you have a community there that loves the game, that's sticking with it, and that's really awesome. Because they could just scrap it and be like, eh.
Yep.
But
So we got this new one. You guys should play
Yeah.
this new one.
yeah,
But no, I definitely like that they leave it open, and I think it is to their benefit to leave it open, because Guild Wars 1 is the backstory to Guild Wars 2. So if anybody is playing Guild Wars 2 and wants to check that out, they could always, that's money that they could bring in, potentially. Somebody
Yeah.
could plunk down the cash and then go check out all the stories in Guild Wars 1.
you can still open some of those.
Hall of Monument rewards.
Yeah, can't you?
Yeah, well, yeah, you can go back anytime and open up the Hall of Monument rewards. That's part of the
they're
reason
kinda
why.
connected, Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I keep debating. I was like, should I jump back over there and try to get enough points to get a few more items? Or, yeah. Still regret not jumping back to it earlier and getting more. But such is life.
Looking back, I wish I would have, but I did not care anything about Guild Wars 2. You guys were the ones who were all about it and
Oh, right.
talked me into it. So, did you guys do
One
lessons
time.
from? Huh?
This one time that we were right about something.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Got it documented now.
Yeah.
That's podcast.
Mark that down here.
Yeah, write that down there. It's notarized.
F you, crystals.
F you, crystals. You guys do lessons from the sky?
Yep.
Yeah, I did it.
How many did you guys get?
40 something.
All of them.
You get something for getting
You
all
got
of them?
50 of them?
Yeah, I got all of them.
I hate you.
Nah, don't hate me.
I got
You get
40.
something in addition to the 40 reward?
The what?
Well, you get the reward for getting 40 of them. Did you get something different for getting all of them?
You mean the little model?
Yeah.
There's more than 40?
Yeah, there's 50.
Oh, no, I only got 40 then.
Oh, okay. I've heard there's
looked,
50.
I looked around. I didn't see any more.
I don't know. I heard there was 50.
Maybe there is. I don't know. I kept looking around after I completed it, and I didn't see anything else. Maybe there is, and maybe they're really fucking hard to get. Some of them are really fucking hard to get.
I've heard some people say I've got 43, I've got 44. So I know there's more than 40. I haven't seen them either though.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look now.
Well, not me. I got my 40 and I was done.
What was crazy is watching the guy, the Mesmer, that went to the very top of the Zephyrite ship. Did you watch that?
No.
No.
Good God. There's that real, looks like a scaffolding that just goes way the hell up off the top of it. And I went up a few of the platforms of it, but then ran out of the powers to be able to jump up anymore. Well, this dude, because he's a Mesmer and he can use the portal, he actually got the boost, the jump boosts, went partway up and had left a portal down below. Went partway up, used the portal to go back down to get more boosts, used the portal again to go back up to where he was, and then continued and got all the way to the top of it.
That's awesome. Was there anything up there?
No.
I was wondering because I was like,
Nothing.
I might try that, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Really high, nothing.
Yeah, just got up there. He's like, this is really fucking high. I think he jumped off after that. It was pretty cool.
The
See the
vultures.
curvature of the earth.
I got in the habit of any time I fell, trying to get somewhere, and just start falling, open up the map and teleport before I
Yep, me too.
Cheaters.
That's not cheating. I'm using the
No.
systems.
Kind of like cheating.
I don't want to damage my armor.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was playing on a level 1.
I'm buffed
so
up
I
this
didn't care.
hotness.
Not the face.
Yeah, I did all that stuff on my I just rolled a engineer, so I didn't have to worry about damage and stuff. So and all my port costs were like a couple copper, so it was awesome. Because you could do the race and stuff; it didn't matter. You were auto leveled to 80, so I figured, well, I'll just use a new character.
Yep, this is a viable strategy.
Belcher's Bluff. I used the Dolphy's guide for that, and it was super easy. Did you guys get that done?
Yeah, I got it done. I didn't use any guides, but yeah, I got it done.
I used a guide because I did it on my lunch hour at work, so I had to.
You mean your day?
No, I actually did it on a lunch hour.
Work day?
No, I did it on my lunch hour, and
Sure.
it was
Lunch
I had to
day.
get it done quick. So I used the guide to get it done.
Oh, sure. Yeah, everyone believes that.
Well, whatever.
There was one of the, I can't remember which one it was, but one of the Belcher's Bluff people that I had to go to was a pain in the ass. God, I'm trying to remember if it was the Char. I think it was the Char that I had a real hard time with.
The one that copies you all the time, he's kind of hard.
I think that was the one.
That's the
Whichever
one.
that one was, yeah.
I
What
want
do
to
you
get
get for that?
It's one of the achievements that you get to mark off for your 16 total, but then you also open up your ability to play Belcher's Bluff. You can buy little kits then to play with anybody. Like you and I could play
That's what I
versus
thought.
each other. And you could buy a single game, you can buy a set of 20, I think it is, and then you can buy an endless set. And I want to buy the endless set before
Is that all in the gem store?
No, you go to the bartender right next to the end guy.
How much is what do you have to pay with?
It's just gold. It's just
How much?
copper or silver. Yeah.
How much is the endless?
I don't remember.
God, if that's
I want
just
it.
a gold or so, I will fucking buy that.
I think it didn't seem crazy, but I
Okay.
gotta.
If I can afford it, I'm buying it tonight because somebody had set up a Belcher's Bluff stand right off the ship. Right after I'd finished that, I had ported down below, and there was somebody standing there taking on people in Belcher's Bluff. I kicked his ass.
Yeah.
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 I
would like to
got an achievement for beating him.
Oh yeah. There are if you play versus other people, there are different achievements to get from that. So yeah, I would like to do that. The Quartz Node. Once you do complete all the meta achievement, what?
The Quartz Nude.
Quartz Node.
The Quartz Nude.
Well, there's a Quartz Node. They're all over the labyrinthine cliffs. And once you complete the meta achievement for this release, your home instance, whatever race you are, will have a daily resource node allowing you to harvest quartz at your leisure. Quartz is a new material being introduced with this release and will be used in certain crafting recipes. I'm not sure how important and impactful that is, but it seems like since quartz so far is only found in the cliffs, it seems like once this boat leaves, if you don't have that quartz node opened up, then you don't have that option.
Can't wait till we can make some watches.
I get it. Okay,
Because there's quartz.
the Zephyr Sanctum model, I can't get it to work.
You double click on it.
I double clicked on it, I didn't do anything.
Oh.
Quartz. I get
Because
it.
watches, yeah. You might. I don't know if you can use the Sanctum model while you're at the cliffs. I think you might have to be somewhere else. I was in Lion's Arch and I used it.
All right, I'll try it.
Try that.
All right.
Try going somewhere else other than where you are.
All right, I'll do that.
Far away into a corner where no one can see you look at the model.
It's just for me.
But it is kind of cool. You get the little model out and it just sits on the floor and it just looks like the cliffs and the little Zephyr flying ship. And then you can hit a button once it's down there and it runs a little flyby video of the whole thing. So
Is there music?
I don't remember. I have my music turned off.
Oh,
I'm that guy.
you're that guy.
I'm listening to records.
We were talking about PvP. Did you guys try the new map Skyhammer?
No, I just did some regular old ass PvP. He's trying it right now.
Yeah.
Load it up.
Steve, did you try Skyhammer? Did you say?
No.
Oh, okay. Then we're gonna move on. I don't know if we have
just that's my sex move when I jump off the end of the bed.
what.
Skyhammer.
God. Oh, God. I'm coming in too hot.
I'm coming in hot. You ready for this?
Coming in too hot.
I just said that.
I know. I just cracked me up. We were in bed the other day. I was like getting ready for bed. And I had like 4 pillows and Shannon had 1. So I'm just like up real high. I look at her. I go to kiss her and she's like, no, you're going to come in too hot.
Bite the pillow, we're going in dry.
Do we have any server news? I'm too new to know because I just came back for this event. Well, I didn't come back just for this event, but I just came back with this event. So I don't even know anything about like Sanctum of Raw news or anything like that. Yeah, we're out of touch, people.
Yeah.
All I know is on Relics of War, when you were on the podcast, they said that we have the server that has all the people. Because they run a different server. Hello? Anybody?
Sorry.
No.
My internet screwed up for a second. What's up?
Oh. The only thing I know about Sanctum of Raw is that recently, when you were on Relics of Ore, they said that we were the server that had all the people because they run another server. And
Yeah.
That's all.
I had mentioned
That's all I got.
I mentioned where I was, and they go, "Oh, you mean the one with everyone on it?" Because it seems like all their guests that they have on that show are on Sanctum of Raw. So
Gotcha.
we should form a club.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Wasn't it kind of like we all went there because all the people we knew on Twitter were there? And so
Yeah.
pretty much all the people from Twitter are bloggers and podcasters themselves. So it's all the same group of people.
They thought it was going to be the unofficial RP.
No, that was the other one.
Tarnished Coast.
Tarnished Coast was the RP
Really?
one.
I think it still
Yeah.
kind of is. I think there's some like RP-ish events that happen there.
And ours was ours was named after the one Uber fan who passed away before the game came out.
Gassiok.
Oh, yeah, just butcher it. That's great.
Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that.
That's all right.
It's like when people read my name, they don't know how to pronounce it.
Slurms is hard. Steve is hard.
Oh yeah, tell everyone on the internet what my last name is.
Yeah, that.
Damn it, Jason.
I wasn't gonna say his real last name, but
Good thing you got that LifeLock.
Here's my social security number.
Did you hear what happened to that guy?
Didn't he get like his accounts?
Oh, terribly hacked. Yeah. The shit hacked out of that thing.
Oh, damn
What an
it.
asshole.
What an asshole for trying to advertise for his LifeLock.
He's all cocky, though.
Yeah.
He got what he deserved.
It'd be like if Harry Houdini couldn't get out of a straitjacket. He'd be like, look at that.
I think that's how he died.
No, that was because he got kicked in the chest.
But he died in one of his.
Punched.
Yeah.
He got punched in the chest,
Punched
but
in the
he
stomach,
died
yeah.
in. Yeah, he couldn't get out of it because his ab muscles were
He had broken ribs.
jacked up.
You sure?
Internal bleeding.
I'm going to be fact checking this podcast.
Yeah, I'm sure. I know. We're
Yep.
gonna. This is gonna be a topic for our other show that we're gonna start called "You Don't Know What You're Talking About." We should write these topics down. The community seems to be like of Guild Wars 2 seems to be all like giddy about Cutthroat Politics coming up July 23rd.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cutthroat Politics. If you haven't heard, players can support one of 2 candidates who are
Right in mine in. Fuck them.
vying for a vacant seat on the Captain's Council of Lion's Arch.
Because if you tuned in earlier, like a month or so ago, there was a murder. One of the council members was murdered. Then you had to investigate the murder. So after that was all said and done, a couple people, the guy that owns Black Lion, the Black Lion Trading Company, and who is Yvonne Nashblade, and Ellen Keel, who is the leader of the Lions Guard, the Guardians of the Lion's Arch. She was the one that you were kind of helping investigate the death. So those are the 2 candidates that are vying for position on the council.
Yeah, she's considered like a war hero.
Mm-hmm. She's
the
like
guy.
the war hero, and he's the business leader type. He kind of seems shady.
Huh?
He kind of seems shady.
Yeah. Yeah. I like though that they have like these ads, like these YouTube ads the video ads, and then they have like posters and stuff,
Yep.
and then
If you're on
order.
If you're on Reddit, in the Guild Wars 2 subreddit, they even added flair that you can add a little badge next to your name to show who you're supporting.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but the order is going a third route.
Yeah,
right?
well, I will say, up front, I even linked to it because I didn't want to take full credit for it. It was not my idea. Someone on Reddit posted that the Scrit King should be your third party candidate. And I agree. I want shinies.
And you can, players actually ultimately decide, and using support tokens and coins to further the cause of their favorite candidate between, was it July 23rd and August 5th?
Sounds right.
And you can check out their individual campaigns on the main site, www.guildwars2.com. And check out, their new stuff. And
But yeah, I gotta say, the stuff that they're doing, like all the live event stuff and the like living story stuff, it started off really, really lame-ish.
yeah, that's when I lost interest in kind of.
Exactly. When they started
out.
doing that, I was all hyped about it, and it kind of faded, like fizzled out, in my opinion. It was taking too long to get anything out there, and like people were going to the point of looking for the dumbest of clues, and they didn't end up going anywhere. Trying to make something more out of the story than it was. I was kind of losing interest with the game, burnout of it, and then coming back right as like the better part of the living story stuff was kicking off. Great, it was fantastic timing, and I love what they're doing with it. And I think they're laying a nice groundwork that if they can start making the living story stuff have long-lasting changes to the face of the game, like things that you can actually see the changes being made, I'm going to probably be hooked for a while again. It's good stuff.
Yeah, I really like this new update. It was the thing I really like about it is it was just all, you didn't have to do it. If your focus is WW or your story or whatever, all this stuff is just extra. You don't have to go in and do. I guess the only time you'd have to go in is if you were a major crafter and you wanted that quartz node. I guess those are like the only people that had to go in and do anything. Mm-hmm. But if you didn't like the silly stuff, you didn't have to do it. And it was just so beautiful. I love that I kind of like that they made us look for those quartz like all over the place because it really made me appreciate all the detail that they put into this zone. It's so beautiful. But with the next coming campaign, the Cutthroat Politics thing, there's also newness. There is a South Sun Survival, which is basically like a Hunger Games in my, like, what I kind of, when I was reading it, it's like you get a bow and you, like, everyone just has a bow and you like have to go and like survive this little area. So it kind of reminded me of Hunger Games the way they described it. Maybe not, maybe I'm wrong.
People love these hungry games.
They do. There's a aspect arena, which is PvP with the aspects that we're using right now, and there's like the candidate trials, and you take on waves of pirates, and you get more support tokens and loot, and you can do that individually or with people, which kind of sounds fun. You just keep doing wave after wave after wave of pirates. So hot.
I just came up.
Just keep them coming.
I want to make next big craze in TV dinners. The Hungry Game dinners.
That's okay. Fine.
That was terrible, sir. There's going to be some minis. You get a mini of one of the candidates, or you can. It's available. And then the back items. Did you guys see the back items?
It's just a bow and arrow in the box. You have to go hunt it down yourself.
You're talking about your TV dinner.
Does it still have the compartments for when you do find it, so you can microwave it?
Yes. Yeah.
Honey, where's the cat? Honey, damn it!
That's not a brownie. What is that? Why? It's still too overcooked. Whatever it is.
Nice.
You didn't take the plastic off of everything else but that.
You got to cut the panel, the plastic panel, with a knife.
And you got to
cut.
Poke a fork over the corn, or else it's just going to be gross.
And you got to
It's
stir.
Oh, that corn is gross anyway. There's no saving that corn.
The worst is when you stir the corn and a couple of them get in the brownie.
That's bullshit.
Isn't it? It always happens.
That's why.
She
That's
calls
why
those rubbers.
they should put the corn
TV
next
dinner.
to the mashed potatoes because no one cares if you get corn in your mashed potatoes.
Right.
See, put me in charge of TV dinners.
Hunger Game dinners.
I've been making some serious TV dinner money over here.
That's where the future is right now. The big bucks are in TV dinners.
You get so much ass in that industry too.
Man, the TV dinner conventions,
Oh,
Sexy.
just orgies. Nothing but
primo
orgies.
boxed. You'll be humping everything.
I'm a girl.
So, still like box, right? You're not in the boxed dinner industry for nothing, right?
So many
Multiplaying's
comments
back,
here.
ladies and gentlemen.
Gilworth.
Let's see. Well, we can move on. I think.
You
from
know
the
what I
Guild
thought
Wars.
of earlier?
Well, oh, what?
We've stopped. We have neglected our ads at the beginning of the show.
Oh yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Toucan Sam's Rhinoplasty.
Okay.
I don't have a slogan for that, but that's what I thought of off the top
That's
of
a
my head.
thinker. I put
Okay.
it together though.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure I'll take the time to take it from an hour 5 into the show and clip it back to the front of the show.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll do that.
You can do magic.
I could, but
Is that a song?
kind of lazy. So
You can do magic.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. Well, the thing is, too, anyone who watches the YouTube form of the show doesn't see any editing, so
True. Unlucky.
you get the real deal, people.
Holyfield.
I'm really sorry about editing you into an asshole last show, by the way.
Yeah, you like that? Holy crap! I couldn't listen. I shut it off.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was like, man, I sound like the biggest asshole.
No, I don't know why, but your guys'
You
stream
edited
was
that?
Huh?
You edited that?
Only thing I can was it in like split channels?
I always do split channels because Jason and I with the echo,
I think,
but it's
you must have-
never.
I thought, shut up while I'm talking.
Asshole. It's never done that before, but for some reason our streams weren't the same length, so you guys were just kind of a little off. So at first I didn't think of it, but then later on I realized oh, I could just add in empty space there to kind of pace you better. So later in the show you don't sound like as big of an asshole.
Right.
But
I didn't get that far.
Early on in the show, you kind of sound like an asshole. But
Bad.
because then, I had already edited later, and I'm like, oh, I should have went back and edited the beginning, but now I've already edited the middle, and so now all that, if I go back, it'll all be jacked up. So I was like, screw it. He's an asshole.
It's like at the end, right before anyone finishes a sentence, I was talking over him. It was great.
It was great for cutting time out of the show, though. It really kept things moving.
This is the Steve Show.
Yeah. It's like normal, basically.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Oh, I don't have any other MMO news because we kind of already covered it with the Guild Wars original Running Forever thing. Do you guys have anything?
For
Anything?
MMO?
New MMO crap coming out?
No.
Other gaming? Non-MMO-ness?
There's a game that I've tried to play 2 or 3 times, and I did not like it. And then there was a semi-official mod that just came out. So for The Witcher 2, where they rebalanced the combat, and I'm having a blast in it.
Really?
Yeah,
I'm happy because I love that.
I don't
game.
remember exactly what I didn't like about the combat before. I just remember every time, once it got into combat heavy stuff, I just really disliked it.
It was a motherfucker at first, but your character really grew. As you got powers in the game, you definitely got more powerful. And by the end of it, you kind of felt like a badass. But it was starting off, it was a motherfucker.
I don't remember it being difficult because I remember when the game first came out, they patched it a couple months in to make it a little bit easier. I just remember not liking the timing of it.
Okay.
And maybe that's something that would have improved with leveling. But the mod does things like adds blocking and does some other things. I don't remember exactly all off the top of my head. There's a cool video that kind of shows what they did. But it is not an official patch. You still have to go download it and then run it, but it's done by one of the combat designers for 2 and 3. So I think he kind of came and said, while working on 3, he wanted to go back and add some things to 2.
He figured something out. He's like, this is bullshit.
This old bullshit game people played and beat. So I'm now farther than I've been before. Really,
where you at?
I'm not very far. I'm in Flotsam still.
Okay.
I just did the part where, and the story is pretty good. I'm trying to defeat the Crayon, whatever river beast. So I'm investigating it now. I just outed an elf who was going to be hung, and I tried to research her case for her, and she ended up being a bitch. But no, not real far, but farther than I've been.
I love that game. Absolutely love that game.
Yeah, I've played it a bunch, and I've just been itching to go back and play. So,
yeah,
hope to finish it.
I hope you do too. You got a lot more really good stuff in that game coming up. I will say that.
A lot of ass.
A lot of ass. Cool.
Anything else? What you been playing, Steve?
Mostly just Guild Wars 2, but I did pick up the first thing I bought on the Steam sale so far, and I really haven't been buying anything because either I already had it from previous Steam sales, or
Did your lights just go out?
Mine? No, I went to a different screen, so...
Oh, I see.
There you go. I wanted to pick up Tomb Raider. I know, Jason, you were saying that you loved it and stuff, but I think I'm just going to hold off still for now. I'm sure it's good. It's just, never been a huge Tomb Raider fan. I know it's totally different, but I'll still hold off. I picked up the Sonic All-Star Racing Transformed, whatever the hell the whole title is. Mostly for my kids, but I wanted to check it out real quick before they jumped in because I figured it was like Mario Kart, and I just wanted to make sure how much it was, so I can say, hey, this is different. You might want to watch out for this.
Yeah.
But that's a fun fucking game.
Yeah, that's a great game. My son and I have it on Wii U.
Yeah.
I've played it quite a bit. Really good.
You can't go wrong. $7.50 on the Steam sale, but by the time you listen to this, or unless you're listening to it live, you'll go buy it right now. But for the money, it's pretty awesome so far.
It'll be on sale until like Monday, I think. It's just a daily deal. And then it'll bump down into yesterday's deals.
Oh, so, yeah, I guess you're right.
You might be listening to this.
Maybe.
I know. I won't get it up in time, though.
And we're probably not your top priority podcast. You listen to like 5 other ones. Don't lie. You know. But that's a fun game.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, and it looked like there was... Can you locally play multiplayer on that?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I got to get another controller so me and my kids can play.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how it works on PC. Wii U works really well because it's second screen.
Oh, yeah.
But I believe I was looking at it, because for $7.50 I was tempted. I haven't bought it, but I believe it said split screen on the PC version.
That would be pretty awesome. I might have to see if I can figure that out.
There are TF2 characters in that?
Yep. Well, you get one. There's 3 characters, but they're all the same car.
The Heavy and...
The Heavy is the boat, the Pyro is the car, and the Spy is the jet.
Okay.
So
yeah, transforming. Got it.
And then you get a Total War Shogun 2 character, like the Shogun guy that goes between a plane and a boat and a car. And then the Football Manager is one of the characters.
That ranks it right up with Villager in Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. It's awesome.
Yeah. What was the other one? Is Wreck-It Ralph in the Wii U one?
Yes.
That's awesome that he's in the game.
Yeah, he's usually who I pick.
How did that happen? How did he get in that game?
I don't know.
Did you see the movie? He goes through the plugs, and he just goes in whatever game he wants to.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Makes sense.
No,
they must have timed that.
Ask a stupid question and get a stupid answer.
Right when it was coming out.
Yeah. But I think it's great that he's in there. I love it.
It is. That is
I don't have any...
the best non-Mario Kart game I've played.
By far, yeah. It was like, what was the one? Mod Nation, I think, is a great game, but with like tons of issues.
Tons of jank. Same
Tons
thing
of
with
jank.
Little Big Planet Racing 2. Good.
Yeah, Little Big Planet Racing 2 is amazing, but God, the frame rate sucks.
And the load times suck.
The load times suck. It's like if they get that figured out, they would have a really solid racing game.
Maybe on the PS4. Open
can
the
only
door.
hope.
Get on the floor. $3.99 for the PS4. You're welcome.
What's that other game you and Matt have been playing?
Boom. boom.
Lego Batman 2.
Boom.
Matt's been really into that game. I got that on a sale for PlayStation Plus for like $7.
My son was playing it earlier.
Yeah. I had to say, as soon as he unlocked Superman, I was right down there playing with him.
Yeah.
And the best part is when you are in the open world and you start flying as Superman, the John Williams music plays.
Yep.
John Holmes score. Just knocks out
The have you seen the part when he throws Batman up in the air?
Like you just don't care? I don't know.
No? Okay, you'll know what I'm talking about.
A lot of the banter where Batman's just pissed whenever Robin wants to call him in and all that.
Yeah.
Good.
How infatuated Robin is with him the whole time.
Yeah, the writing in that's really good. It has made me want to go back and play Lego City Undercover, which is a really, really funny game. But the load times really suck in that game. But that game's fun.
It is fun.
Man, right now, they're showing Guardian of the Galaxy footage.
Where?
At Comic-Con.
Damn.
I really want them to announce that the voice of Rocket Raccoon is Michael Cera. Hey, guys.
Hey.
This would be so dumb. It'd be awesome. Karen Gillan shaved her head. I'm so sad.
Who was that?
She's playing Nebula. She was the Matt Smith companion, redhead. So,
yeah. Don't like Matt Smith, but she was awesome. She shaved her head.
Now my friend Shayna's tweeting that I wouldn't call that shaved. I just saw in a live blog that it was.
Oh. The
The Avengers Age of Ultron. I think it's a CGI movie. I can't wait for that movie. I just want to know what the hell it is. Like, how do you make that work? If you can make that work, they can do anything.
Yep.
The reboot in the comics is really good.
Aw, day.
What are you looking at?
They said Karen Gillan shaved her head. She's at a panel right now.
Who is that?
That's Amelia Pond.
Oh. She shaved her head?
Yeah, because she's the bad chick in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Is it important to have a shaved head if you're the bad chick in Guardians of the Galaxy?
If you're playing that character, I guess.
Is she is that? That's what she does?
That's her superpower.
She's bald.
Yeah.
I am super bald.
I think it's been working for me.
Well, that's cool. What? Catch me up. What are we talking about?
Shaved heads.
Oh, okay.
That's about it.
I didn't. Do you guys know what War Tune is?
Nope.
I didn't know what it was, and I saw this ad for it on a site, and it was like for men only, and blah blah blah. And I was like, "What the hell?" And so I googled it, and all of their ads say adults only 18 plus, adult fantasy game, men only. They have a warning: once you're inside, your friends won't be seeing much of you. I mean, just ridiculous. And it's like all it turns out I found on cramgaming.com, they did an article on it back in May, and it's basically like they got busted using false ESRB ratings.
Wow.
They're using an ESRB adults only 18 plus rating logo, and they're not. There's
they actually haven't been rated by the ESRB.
Well, yeah, and if they were, it wouldn't be adults. There's nothing adult about the game. It's just a really bad game, apparently. But it's just so silly that I don't know. That's how they're marketing it. They're still doing it, and now it's men only. I just found that offensive.
Yeah.
There's a lot of women out there that like boobies too. Equal opportunity sexism here.
Yeah,
right. Yeah, all the guys on the podcast. Yeah.
Oh shit, that's right.
That's a really dumb thing.
I like my tits to like tits.
Did you guys? Comic-Con's going on right now. Did you guys see the new logo for Superman 2?
Yeah. You didn't?
No,
You lie. You're a fucking liar.
I have
you know
not
what
paid
it is?
attention to anything. No,
Do you know what it is?
Hold on. Let's show
Oh,
it.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay.
I haven't paid any attention to anything Comic-Con. Oh shit, that's interesting.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, it's going to be new. So not Christian Bale. It's David Goyer writing it and Zack Snyder directing again.
Huh?
And they had the guy who played the General Maddox in the new one come out and read the couple lines from Dark Knight Returns. The part where he's whispering to Superman, know that
Batman.
I beat you.
Huh?
And they said that they're not adapting that, obviously, but they're using it as inspiration.
Wow,
That could be really good.
that could be really good.
And that would be, I think, at this point, a smart way to introduce a new Batman and kind of start the march toward Justice League
Yeah.
instead of just going right to a Justice League movie, which they were talking about doing.
I'm very excited
Because
about this now.
the whole relationship with Batman and Superman would get bogged down with them first meeting.
True.
You got a ton to explore with that.
Yep.
How much they hate each other.
Yep. Man, this is gonna be good.
2015, so you got Star Wars, that, and the Avengers
Holy
2, which they just
shit.
announced the name for. Age of Ultron.
You can just come live here for the summer,
I want to.
and we'll go to movies.
I want to. I want to go to them.
They should open them all on the same weekend.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's pretty awesome.
It's going to be a good year for movies.
That's 2 years away.
Yeah.
But that, life just goes by so fast. So depressing. It'll be here in no time. Just think of that.
These movies will be past you, and then you'll die.
You can't stop it. You can't stop time. I'm going to go lay down.
I feel old.
Our Monday multiplaying meetup is still going strong, even though we only did it once.
Went strong-ish, kind of.
Ish. We did it.
The three of us.
4 of us.
Oh, that's right, 4 of us. Sorry.
Saya was there.
Sorry, Saya. I totally forgot. I was.
She was actually participating quite a bit more than you because you were late and you didn't patch, and then you were just off on your own. You didn't do the dungeon with us or anything.
Sorry.
I do need you to get to level 11 by Monday.
And Tara?
Yeah.
We're still doing that?
Yeah, we got one more to do. I think 1 or 2 more to do. Jason wants to quit so bad. He's just like, can we just not do it?
So want to
Hey.
delete that.
Hey, I'm going to be your out because I already deleted it from my hard drive.
Okay. I guess
All right, I'm
Tara.
Right
Tara
now,
didn't
mid-podcast, deleting Tara.
Tara did not hold her interest
That
for
game
the
was
entire month. We really
bad.
tried. We couldn't figure out how to do deathmatch PvP. We really tried. I tried looking it up and everything. We created the guild Your Stupid Face with the 4 of us.
I sniffed Shannon for a while.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, because the idle stances or animations for characters, like his is a little badger dude, and he was like sniffing my character's butt, and my character's like looking around, like, yeah, I know, I don't know, I've been smelling that all day, I don't know what that is. So, well, at 11, I thought, I'm not sure because I couldn't test it, but I thought we could do instance dungeons together, and I thought that could have been a better time. Like, we could have really checked it out then together. But I don't know for sure. Like, I didn't try it, but I heard you could do instance dungeons together. So,
In
we
Tara?
were gonna do that.
No, I don't think
No,
you can.
no.
I definitely can't.
You're so...
I needed a space.
You were the first one to download it and the first one to delete it. Do you realize...
I am a trendsetter. That's what they call me.
Okay, so Tara is off our title list.
Yep.
All right. See, I don't know if you noticed, but on our title for the podcast, I put like multiplaying a blank and other games we play podcast.
Yeah.
And then the first one I put like right now it says Guild Wars 2 and Terra because those were the 2 things where 2 MMOs were mainly playing, so that people when they search for a podcast for the game will pop up. And so I was going to do the monthly ones like that, but Tara's, and I'll take Tara off. And what are we going to do next month is, oh yeah, Firefall in August. Do you guys just want to start it now?
I like Firefall. It doesn't matter to me.
It's all right.
I mean, if we like it, we could do it, start it now and then do it all through August.
I have it downloaded and played it.
I have not
what'd you
done
think of
either.
it?
It's all right.
Yeah. It does.
Did you get through a month of it?
It is not structured at all.
No.
It's a lot of just go explore, do what you want.
Is it like an MMO?
Yeah.
This is a first-person shooter? Is it like
Third person.
You can play first person.
You can go, yeah, but it's default third.
Yeah.
So why is Firefall gameplay better than Terra? Like, what's gonna?
It's a shooter.
Oh, okay, it is a shooter. So
It's just more mechanically, it feels better to play.
can we group up and do stuff together
Yes.
like right away?
That's
Yeah.
highly encouraged. It's very hard to solo in that game.
Okay, so if we jump in on Monday, Firefall, we can do this.
Sure.
Okay, let's do that. Go to firefallthegame.com.
I kind of like the whole mining aspect of Firefall.
The Thumper
The
thing.
Thumper.
Yeah. It's a good way to kind of introduce like open questing or, whatever you want to call it, where shit just starts happening and people group up.
Anything else? I think we're done.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
Um,
Firefall better be better than Terra.
I think it is.
It is. It's not the best game in the world, but I like it.
No.
Can we get through? Can you really, really do a solid month of it though? Like,
I can. I've been in beta for that game for like a year.
I think it's weird
that doesn't mean
because
you've been playing it.
I've been playing off and on.
I think there's parts of that game of Firefall that are like kind of bland, but then like there's something that they did like either with just like something with a menu or just the structure that kind of says, wow, they actually put a lot of thought into this thing. But then they're like, I'll turn around and something else and be like, this seems very standard. So I think there's things in the game that are kind of neat.
Well, okay.
Okay.
I'll switch our title to a Guild Wars 2 and Firefall, another Drunk We're Playing podcast.
Mostly Guild Wars 2.
Yeah, but
And
I
other
kind of want to, acknowledge our monthly game there.
Yeah. Definitely.
Well, gentlemen, no point in hanging around this dump any longer.
Wait! Where are you going? I was going to make espresso.
Show's over, folks.
You can't go! All the plants are going to die. Take off, eh?
Thanks for listening to Multiplaying, the companion podcast at multiplaying.net. Questions, comments, feedback, errors, etc. can be sent to multiplaying@gmail.com. We invite you to write a review on iTunes and visit our website at www.multiplaying.net.
We've made a lot of friends, shared a lot of laughs, often at the expense of others.
I think some people are going to be upset.
Let me just close this conversation by saying you are one unique individual.
Thank you and good night.